Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we're storming the unbreakable fortress of Casio G-Shock, the indomitable warriors of horology, forged in 1983 to shatter limits and defy destruction. These are the timepieces that laugh at impacts, mock the depths, and conquer the wilds, blending raw toughness with digital sorcery and analog allure. We're counting down the top 10 Casio G-Shock watches that stand as eternal sentinels of resilience, each a symphony of shockproof splendor and tactical triumph. So brace your resin, sync your sensors, and let's charge into this epic odyssey of unyielding fortitude. Number 10, GWF-A1000 VB1A. Picture the urban gladiator rising from concrete coliseums, where virtual realms collide with street-savvy steel, and oversized crowns defy the daily grind emerges. The Casio G-Shock GWF-A1000 VB1A, a 51mm behemoth of resin and carbon core, its case a shock-absorbent sarcophagus with angular armor plated in matte black, bezel a monolithic fortress framing the dual analog-digital dial's luminous legion, mineral crystal, a resilient veil over valor's vigilant visage. At its core pulses the solar-powered quartz heart, a light-fueled dynamo extending months of unyielding endurance, hands sweeping analog arcs while LCD whispers digital decrees, world time across 31 zones charting global gambits in unerring acuity. The dial, a tactical tapestry in stealth black with virtual blue accents, deploys oversized indices as embattled beacons, central seconds sweeping with mechanical mimicry, stopwatch and alarms scripting urban symphonies and silent salutes. Complications cascade in street-smart concerto, 200 meters of hydraulic homage for urban deluges, Bluetooth communion syncing with command consoles, shock resistance shrugging off vibrational volleys from subway symphonies, the resin strap vented for ventilated valor in sweat-soaked skirmishes, clasps with quick-release cunning, a nod to the GA series' bold kin in a ballad of boundless battery. This GWF-A1000 VB vaults adventurers' visions with its solar sovereign soul. A city slicker's stipend transforms asphalt into arenas, where resin's relentless requiem redefines ruggedness. Strap it through the metropolis's merciless maw, and chronology communes with chaos sensors surging in solar splendor, each tick a testament to streets tamed, luxury not in lavish lanterns but in the lavish legacy of urban undercurrents, pulses pounding in the primal pulse of pursuits perennial. Number 9. Mudmaster GWG2000. Imagine the earthen behemoth erupting from primordial muck, where seismic scars scar the savannah and dust devils dance in dirge of desolation. Thunders the Casio G-Shock Mudmaster GWG2000, a 61mm titan of carbon core guard and resin ramparts, its case a monolithic mudguard with textured protuberances rising like petrified rhizomes, polished accents fracturing light as fractured fault lines in forged obsidian. Encased in this alluvial armor beats a tough solar quartz quintessence, a 10-year dynamo harnessing heliacal hymns for ceaseless cadence, triple sensor symphonies summoning compass azimuths, altimetric ascents, barometric balms, and thermometric truths with unerring acuity amid entropic extremes. The dial, a cavernous chronicle in black lacquer labyrinths, deploys oversized numerals as monolithic monoliths, luminous legions igniting sapphires scratch-defying sanctum, central hands hacking with haptic heroism for synchronized strikes, complications roar in rugged revelation. Mud-resistant seals scoffing at silty sieges, Bluetooth communion with command consoles, world-time choruses for global gambits, all buttressed by 200 meters of hydraulic hubris that conquers cascades or quagmires. The resin strap, armored with inverted clasps for gloved grapples, drapes with the density of defiant dunes, a homage to the Rangeman's relentless kin and a requiem of radial fortitude. This Mudmaster mauls mediocrity with its monolithic might. A warrior's wage wields wasteland wardens, where carbon's crucible crafts colossi for chaotic conquests. Harness it through the haze of havoc, and chronology charges forth sensors surging in solar splendor, each vibration a verse in the visceral epic of earthworks endured. Luxury wrested from lavish lineages into the lavish lore of landscapes lacerated, where mud's mordant kiss yields to the unyielding anthem of advance unbroken. Number 8. Frogman GWF-A1000. Descend into the briny cathedral where amphibious sentinels defy the deep's devouring dark, and titanium husks harness saturation's stern saga surfaces. The Casio G-Shock Frogman GWF-A1000, a 46mm Leviathan of super titanium. Its case a hydrodynamic hymn with low-profile lugs curving like kelp in current's caress, unidirectional bezel etched with dive ciphers that rotate with riptide's resolute rhythm, sapphire crystal a resilient veil over valor's vigilant visage. At its core ticks the tough solar quartz, a chronometric crusader calibrated for combat's capricious cadence, faithful through salinity's siege or thermal tempests, powering tide graphs and moon data that illuminate lunar lures in benthic blackouts. The dial, a diver's diorama in matte black or oceanic blue, deploys bold markers as buoyant sentinels, central seconds sweeping with serpentine subtlety, screw-down crown a bulwark against ingress, all fortified by 200 meters of hydraulic homage for diving's deep descents or maritime maelstroms. Complications crest in clandestine clarity, dive log in Bluetooth communion with apps, shock resistance shrugging off vibrational volleys, lightweight legacy ensuring endurance unencumbered. The rubber strap, vented for ventilated valor in briny binds, secures with submarine stealth, a lineage linked to the Frogman's storied summons in a sonnet of self-illumined sovereignty. This GWF-A1000 eclipses ephemeral divers with its aquatic ember. A Frogman's fee forges a phantom of the deep, where titanium's tenacious torch tempers trials into triumphs. Plunge it into the indigo's inexorable embrace, and time tide's eternal glows guiding through gloom's grand guignol, each click a canto of currents conquered. Luxury liberated from luminous luxuries into the luminous legacy of legions who lunge from the liquid, wrists welded to the wild, watery will of warriors unbroken. Number 7, GA2100 CasiOak. Survey the octagonal oracle where urban utility meets luxury's shadowed throne, and carbon cores defy the daily deluge, proclaims the Casio G-Shock GA2100 CasiOak, a 40mm fusion of resin and carbon, its case a brushed bastion with octagonal bezel evoking royal oaks in resin reverence, analog-digital hybrid dial a crystalline cathedral charting time's twin realms. At its core whirs the quartz dynamo, a solar optional sentinel sweeping analog hands while LCD unveils digital depths, accuracy unwavering through vibrational volleys or magnetic maelstroms. The dial, a minimalist monolith in black or blue, harbors baton indices that ascend like urban spires, their luminous hearts glowing as neon night guides through twilight's embrace, central seconds sweeping in balletic arcs that mock ticking tyranny. Complications converge in versatile virtuosity. 200 meters of hydraulic homage for urban swims or rainy rambles, world time in 48 cities scripting global gallivants, shock resistance shrugging off street-borne shocks. The integrated resin bracelet, flexible as urban vines, clasps with the constancy of city chains, a homage to the 5600's angular ancestry in a sonnet of sartorial strength. This CasiOak eclipses everyday ephemera with its octagonal opus. A city slicker's stipend summons sovereigns of the street, where carbon's crucible crafts chronicles of chic resilience. Adorn it amid the metropolis's merciless maw, and time transcends the tick hands harmonizing in hybrid splendor, each glance a gospel of grounds grasped. Luxury not in gilded grandeur, but in the gilded glory of urban undercurrents, wrists welded to the wild, weightless will of wanderers eternal. Number 6, Mudman GW9500. Behold the mud-caked mystic navigating fog-veiled fjords, where barometric breaths foretell furies unborn and compass needles kneel to northern nirvanas. Invokes the Casio G-Shock Mudman GW9500, a 56mm bastion of resin and carbon core, its case a shock-absorbent shrine meeting mill STD riggers with unyielding umbrage. Mineral lens arching as an ice shelf's immutable incline, buttons textured for gloved grips in dawn's dew-kissed dominion. Enshrined in this altimetric altar beats a tough solar quartz quintessence, fusing multiband 6-atomic timekeeping with triple sensor alchemizing altitudes into anthems, barometric balms into baleful prophecies, compass cardinalities into cartographic clarions, all attuned to environmental elegies without GPS's greedy grasp. Battery longevity stretching months like a winter's watchful vigil. The dial, a duplex digital diorama in inverted black or positive clarity, harbors luminous lattices that fracture fog-bound fathoms, storm alarms shrieking like Valkyries at pressure's precipice, interface intuitive for rapid reads under reconnaissance's rush. Complications cascade in tactical testament, weather trends foretelling tempests, 200 meters of ton armor for land-based larks, memory logging waypoints in wilderness's weave. The resin strap, vented for ventilated valor, clasps with the constancy of coniferous clutches, a nod to the rangeman's cardinal kin in a ballad of boundless battery. This Mudman commands the core with its primordial purity. A ranger's ration reaps reapers of the raw, where analog austerity arms against avarice's allure. Invoke it amid the inclement's inexorable ire, and chronology communes with creation sensors singing in storm's stark symphony, each alert a hymn of havens hewn, luxury not in labyrinthine lore but in the labyrinthine legacy of lands laid bare, pulses attuned to the primal pulse of perseverance profound. Number 5. Rangeman GW9400. In the apocalyptic arena where triple sensors summon the savannah's spectral secrets, and solar sentinels defy the devouring dark rain supreme the Casio G-Shock Rangeman GW9400, the zenith of survival's zenith, a 56mm apocalypse-proof edifice of reinforced resin, its case a shock-absorbent sarcophagus with mud-resistant moats and oversized obelisks for gloved grapples, bezel a rotating relic of radial resilience framing the LCD's luminous litany. Deep in this doomsday dominion drives a tough solar quartz, a 10-year titan transmuting photons into perpetual power, triple sensor trinity compass charting cardinal conquests, altimeter ascending atmospheric anthems, barometer brewing barometric ballads, thermometer tempering thermal truths, with unerring acuity across entropy's expanse. Multi-band 6 atomic timekeeping harmonizing with global girdles for Greenwich gambits. The dial a digital dystopia in camo-clad cataclysms or midnight matrices, ignites with super-illuminator's spectral sweep, mud-packed buttons blooming like battle scars, hacking seconds synchronizing squadrons in silent salutes. Complications culminate in cataclysmic chorus. Tide graphs graphing lunar lures, 200 meters of ton armor arming against abyssal assaults, memory in motion logging latitudinal legacies, all etched in unbreakable ethos. The resin strap, inverted for inverted infernos, clasps with the cunning of camouflaged clutches, the Mudmaster's monstrous kin crowned in Rangeman's regal rigor. This GW9400 glorifies the grunts with its galactic grit. A soldier's shekel summons saviors of the scorched, where resin's relentless requiem redefines ruggedness. Eclipse your essence with it in extinction's exhale, and time transmogrifies. Sensors searing through savagery's shroud, each datum a dauntless decree of dominions devoured, the ultimate survival not mere mechanism but messiah of the melee, luxury's lavish laurels laid at the feet of fortitude, fierce. Number 4. G-Steel GSTB400. Picture the steel sentinel ascending from urban forges where analog arcs meet digital depths in hybrid harmony, and sapphire sanctums shield against the city's ceaseless claw commands the Casio G-Shock G-Steel GSTB400, a 47mm fortress of stainless steel and resin, its case a brushed bulwark with carbon fiber accents gleaming like armored veins, bezel a bi-directional bastion encircling the analog-digital altar's vivid visions, sapphire crystal a crystalline cathedral defying scratches or shocks. Within this radiant reliquary pulses a solar-augmented quartz, extending endless endurances under celestial gaze, multi-band 6 atomic timekeeping fusing satellites into symphonies of sub-second sagacity, Bluetooth communion weaving smartphone symphonies for app-driven anthems. The dial, a luminous ledger in tactical twilight or stealth slate, deploys haptic interfaces that hum with navigational hymns, world time across 39 cities, alarms and countdowns scripting tactical tableau, central hands sweeping with analog allure over digital decrees. Complications cascade in operational opus, 200 meters of hydraulic heresy hailing hydrological hazards, shock resistance shrugging off environmental enmity, power reserve indicator whispering solar stamina. The stainless bracelet, articulated for unyielding elegance, clasps with quick-release cunning, a pinnacle of the G-Steel's indomitable ilk in an odyssey of operational omniscience. This GSTB400 tantalizes Tier 1 with its telescopic tenacity. An operator's outlay orchestrates oracles of the obscure, where steel's tensile temper tames the tumult. Crown it in the cyclone's crimson core, and temporality teleports maps manifesting in multi-band miracles, each datum a dirge of dominions defined. Luxury wrested from wireless wonders into the wireless wonder of worlds woven, where whispers of waypoints yield to the whirlwind's willful warrior's wake. Number 3, GMWB5000. Survey the full metal monolith where stainless sovereignty defies resin's rugged roots, and Bluetooth beacons bridge analog arcs with digital dominion, proclaims the Casio G-Shock GMWB5000, a 49mm bastion of stainless steel, its case a brushed bastion with polished edges gleaming like forged lightning. Bezel a monolithic frame encircling the analog-digital dial's luminous legion, sapphire crystal, a scratchless shrine over valor's vigilant visage. At its core whirs the tough solar quartz, a light-fueled juggernaut syncing with multi-band 6 atomic timekeeping for cosmic constancy, Bluetooth communion with apps unleashing smartphone sorcery in unerring acuity. The dial, a tactical tapestry in silver or black, harbors baton indices that ascend like metallic spires, their luminous hearts glowing as eternal embers through twilight's veil, central seconds sweeping in balletic arcs over LCD whispers of world time and alarms. Complications converge in sovereign subtlety. 200 meters of hydraulic homage for urban deluge, shock resistance shrugging off vibrational volleys, power reserve indicator charting solar stamina in silent sonnets. The stainless bracelet, tiered for unyielding elegance, clasps with the constancy of chained fortresses, a homage to the original 5000's unbreakable birth in a sonnet of sartorial strength. This GMWB5000 eclipses ephemeral ephemera with its metallic manifesto. A collector's coin conjures a colossus of connectivity, where steel's stoic temper tempers trials into triumphs. Adorn it amid the metropolis's merciless maw, and time transcends the tick hands harmonizing in hybrid splendor, each glance a gospel of grounds grasped. Luxury not in gilded grandeur, but in the gilded glory of urban undercurrents, wrists welded to the wild, weightless will of wanderers eternal. Number 2, MTG B3000. Imagine the multi-layered mystic where titanium thrones defy time's inexorable tide, and solar spirits sync with atomic altars. Unfurls the Casio G-Shock MTG B3000, a 49mm area of titanium and resin, its case a layered labyrinth of brushed fortitude and polished parapets. Bezel a bi-directional bastion encircling the analog-digital dial's vivid visions, sapphire crystal a crystalline cathedral charting celestial symphonies. Within this radiant reliquary pulses a tough solar quartz, extending endurances to infinite horizons under celestial gaze. Multi-band 6 atomic timekeeping fusing satellites into symphonies of sub-second sagacity, Bluetooth communion weaving smartphone symphonies for app-driven anthems. The dial, a luminous ledger in tactical twilight, deploys haptic interfaces that hum with navigational hymns, world time across 39 cities, alarms and countdowns scripting tactical tableau, central hands sweeping with analog allure over digital decrees. Complications cascade in operational opus, 200 meters of hydraulic heresy hailing hydrological hazards, shock resistance shrugging off environmental enmity, power reserve indicator whispering solar stamina. The titanium bracelet, feather light yet forged in fealty, clasps with quick-release cunning, a pinnacle of the MTG's indomitable ilk in an odyssey of operational omniscience. This MTG B3000 tantalizes Tier 1 with its telescopic tenacity. An operator's outlay orchestrates oracles of the obscure, where titanium's tensile temper tames the tumult. Crown it in the cyclone's crimson core, and temporality teleports maps manifesting in multi-band miracles, each datum a dirge of dominions defined. Luxury wrested from wireless wonders into the wireless wonder of worlds woven, where whispers of waypoints yield to the whirlwind's willful warrior's wake. Number 1, MRG B5000. Ascend to the zenith where MRG majesty crowns the unbreakable empire, and full metal fortresses forge the future of fortitude. Crowns the Casio G-Shock MRG B5000, the apotheosis of G-Shock grandeur, a 40mm colossus of titanium carbide-coated stainless steel, its case a layered bastion with Zaratsu-polished planes and brushed abyssal depths, bezel a monolithic frame encircling the analog-digital dial's luminous legion, sapphire crystal, a scratchless shrine over valor's vigilant visage. At its ethereal epicenter hums the tough solar quartz, a hybrid hymn merging multi-band 6 atomic timekeeping with Bluetooth's Bluetooth benediction, sweeping hands with mechanical mimicry, while LCD unveils digital divinations, accurate to cosmic constants across entropic expanses. The dial, a metallic nebula of black or silver textured with radial frost, harbors indices that ascend like pearl divers' breaths, their luminous hearts ablaze in otherworldly hues, complications converging in celestial consensus, world time in 39 cities, a crescent moon's waning vigil, dated 3, a subtle scroll of seasonal shift, all enshrined in 200 meters of ton divinity that communes with the Leviathan's lair. The titanium bracelet, featherlight yet forged in fealty, articulates with micro-adjusting clasp akin to royal regalia, yet elevated to enlightenment's edge. This MRG B5000 dethrones the pantheon with philosophical fire. A fraction's alchemy transmutes base metal to mythic mantle, time not conquered but courted in seamless serenity. Adorn your realm with it, and existence elevates. Seconds dissolving into silken streams, each glide a gospel of innovation's infinite embrace. The ultimate G-Shock not mere air, but harbinger of luxury's liberated dawn, where resin roots bow to titanium thrones, souls synchronized in the grand, gliding forever. And that wraps up our list of the top 10 Casio G-Shock watches that prove why this unbreakable lineage continues to reign as the vanguard of resilient horology, from mud-choked wilds to urban undercurrents. Which one would you strap on for the ultimate trial? The Solar Sovereign Rangeman or the titanium-throned MRG? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more deep dives into the world of tough timepieces. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay unbreakable, stay G-Shock.